About 1/3 of all the money you make selling products on Amazon is gonna go towards paying Amazon fees. Yeah, I know, but it's worth it. In this video, I'm gonna go over all of the current Amazon fees, such as the Amazon fulfillment fee, the referral fee, storage fee, and several other fees that you probably didn't even know about. Fees that can turn a product that you thought was going to make you money into a huge loser. I'll also show you how you can easily calculate what your fees will be ahead of time so that you know if what you're planning to sell is even worth selling in the first place. Beginners, including myself, when I first started, ended up overpaying for Amazon fees, which is such a common mistake, and I'm going to show you how you can avoid that, as well as several other tips on how you can save a ton of money on Amazon fees. So like I said, about 1/3 of the money that you make is going to go towards Amazon fees. And this is based on the rule of thirds, where about 1/3 is going to be your manufacturing costs, 1/3 is the Amazon fees, and the last third is your profit. So let's break that down. The biggest portion of the Amazon fee that you're going to pay is the Amazon referral fee. The referral fee varies depending on the category your product falls under, but for the most part, the referral fee is going to be around 15%. And a pro tip, the referral fee is based off the price that your product actually sells for. For example, if you're selling this training mask, the current price is $39.99. So the referral fee is 15% of $39.99, which is $6. However, let's say you have a coupon or promotion, so with a discount, the buyer actually pays $29.99. Then the referral fee is 15% of $29.99 instead, the price it actually sold for. Keep this in mind. A lot of beginners get this confused, and I'll talk about this a bit more later on in the video. Also, a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually lower your referral fee from 15% down to 5%, or even lower it by as much as 30%, depending on the product category, by taking advantage of a program called the Brand Referral Bonus Program. The average discount is around 10%. And how this works is if you drive outside sales traffic to Amazon, Amazon will give you this referral bonus credit since you did all the work to bring sales to their website. Basically, Amazon charges us sellers a referral fee because by selling on Amazon, we're tapping into the largest e-commerce marketplace in the world. Amazon has over 200 million Amazon Prime members, where nearly half of all e-commerce sales takes place on Amazon. Isn't that nuts? So by selling on Amazon, you don't have to advertise your own business or your own website. You don't have to build trust with your customers. By paying a referral fee, you can take advantage of the fact that Amazon has already built a massive community of buyers that trust its service and are willing to buy on Amazon's platform. However, with the Brand Referral Bonus Program, by spending your own time and money to drive outside traffic to Amazon, Amazon will lower the referral fee since you did most of the work. The second largest portion of your fees is the Amazon FBA Fulfillment Fee, or what's also called the Pick and Pack Fee. This is the fee Amazon charges you for handling all of the order fulfillment for you. And this is actually the power of selling on Amazon. Amazon offers a service called FBA, which stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. This is where all you have to do is send your inventory to Amazon's warehouse, and each time you sell an item for a small fee, Amazon will handle the order fulfillment, picking and packing the product, shipping and handling, customer service, and any returns and refunds. You literally never have to see or even touch your products. And this small fee is calculated based on the size and the weight of your product. Amazon has several size and weight tiers, as you can see here, but the majority of products are going to fall under the small, standard, and large standard tiers. For example, if your product is smaller than 15 by 12 by 3/4 of an inch, then it falls under the small standard tier. And if it weighs less than 4 ounces, then your fulfillment fee is $3.22. If it's between 4 and 8 ounces, then the fee is $3.40, and so on. And if your product is 18 inches by 14 inches by 8 inches, then it falls under the large standard tier. And as you can see here, depending on the weight, the fees are much higher. Of course, if you don't do FBA, meaning you plan to do all the order fulfillment on your own, which is also referred to as FBM, or fulfilled by merchant, then you don't have to pay the fulfillment fee. Now, before you can even sell on Amazon's platform, you need to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. I'm kidding. Smashing a like button won't let you sell on Amazon, but it does let the YouTube algorithm know that you found value in this video and to show it to more people just like you, and I would really appreciate it. So thank you. My name is Crescent, and if you want to learn more about selling on Amazon and connect with me, as well as surround yourself with other like-minded sellers, join my Amazon Facebook group. It's one of the largest with over 30,000 members. You can find a link down in the description below. Now, with that said, in order to sell on Amazon, you need to have an Amazon seller account. With the Amazon seller account, you can choose from 2 seller plans. There's the individual plan and the professional plan. The individual plan is free. However, each time you sell an item, you do have to pay a 99-cent fee. With the professional plan, it costs $39.99 a month. However, as you can see here, if you sell more than 40 items per month, then it's not worth it to have the individual plan. With the professional plan, you also get access to all of these extra features, as well as marketing and advertising tools, such as being able to do coupons, promotions, and access to the PPC or pay-per-click advertising system. Now, these plans have nothing to do with whether or not you're operating as a registered business entity or as an individual. A lot of people get this mixed up. Choosing a selling plan simply depends on whether or not you want access to the extra selling tools and features and pay the monthly $39.99 fee. So, one way to save a ton of money up front is to start with the individual plan, and when you're ready, only then upgrade to the professional plan, so you can avoid having to unnecessarily pay the $39.99 monthly fee when you're not ready to take advantage of the extra features. Okay, and now onto the fees that most beginners aren't aware that you have to pay. And these fees can add up pretty quickly and end up costing you a ton of money. The first is the Amazon storage fee. This fee is often overlooked, but everyone using Amazon's FBA service has to pay this fee. That's because if you're doing FBA, then you're storing your inventory at Amazon's warehouses using their limited warehouse space. The storage fee is based on the product size and how much space or volume your inventory is taking up at the warehouse. As you can see here, the storage fee is calculated based on the product size tier, as well as the category it falls under. For example, if you have a product that's considered non-dangerous goods and is in the small standard size tier, then the storage fee between January through September is 83 cents per cubic feet. And October through December, $2.40 per cubic feet. And oversize is 53 cents per cubic feet and $1.20 per cubic feet. And you can see here the storage fees for dangerous goods here. Now, you might be wondering why the fees are so much higher between October and December. Well, if you didn't know, that time of the year between October and December is called Q4 or quarter 4. The last quarter of the year is when most businesses can make over half of their annual revenue or more because of all the holiday sales. Because sellers want to take advantage of the holiday rush, Amazon wants to discourage sellers from sending in too much inventory to their warehouses, taking up their limited warehouse space by hiking up the storage fees during Q4. So one way to save yourself from overpaying storage fees is making sure that you don't keep too much inventory at Amazon during Q4. Track and analyze your sales history and only keep enough inventory at Amazon to cover your estimated sales. So one way to see what your actual storage fee is going to be is to use Amazon's free FBA Calculator. Just do a search on Google for Amazon FBA Calculator, or I'll leave a link to it in the description below. To see what the fees are, find a similar product on Amazon that has the same size and weight, and grab the ASIN. You can find the ASIN by scrolling down on the product listing page, or you can find it in the URL. It always starts with a B0. Copy the ASIN and paste it here, and you can see what the referral fee is, fulfillment fee, and storage fee. And you can also see what the storage fee is at different times of the year by clicking here. You can even see what the profit margin is here. In fact, you can change the sale price and your costs here, and you can see the updated fees and profit. Now, speaking of storage fees, Amazon also charges long-term storage fees. This fee is charged on products that you've stored at Amazon for more than 365 days. You can see here that the long-term storage rate skyrockets to $6.90 per cubic foot. So if you have inventory sitting at Amazon that's getting close to 365 days, remove it from Amazon and store it elsewhere, or just turn around and ship it back to Amazon so the timing resets. Basically, how the long-term storage works is, let's say you send in 1,000 units to Amazon, and over the course of the next 365 days, you only sell 800 units. Then on the 365th day onward, Amazon will start charging you the long-term storage rate on the remaining 200 units. However, let's say instead you send in 1,000 units, and every month you're selling 100 units. So 5 months in, you've sold half of your inventory, and you decide to restock and send in another 1,000 units. Well, by the time 365 days pass, you've already sold through your original 1,000 units. What's left at Amazon's warehouse is inventory from the new batch that you sent in, which hasn't been there for 365 days. So you're not charged any long-term storage. Make sense? Now, speaking of storage fees, if you need to remove inventory from Amazon, you can do a removal order. However, removal orders aren't free. You can see that Amazon charges you a removal order fee based on the product size and tier. For example, a standard size product that weighs less than half a pound will cost you 97 cents per unit, and so on. But one thing to note, it can take up to 90 days or longer for Amazon to process removal orders. Now, if for whatever reason you don't want to remove the inventory and have it shipped to you, you can actually have Amazon dispose of the inventory for you. For example, if it's a product that you simply don't want to sell anymore, or you have unsellable inventory such as from customer returns, Amazon can dispose of these units for you. Again, the disposal fee depends on the product size and tier, as you can see here. Again, if you want to see these rate cards in detail on your own, I'll leave links to these pages in the description below. Now, one topic that's often overlooked is dealing with customer returns. The thing is, if you're selling products, regardless if you're selling on Amazon or not, you're going to have to deal with customers' returns. It's just part of the business. However, when customers return an item on Amazon, you as a seller don't get reimbursed all of the fees that Amazon charged you when the sale was made. Amazon only reimburses you a small portion of the fees. This is actually a pretty complicated process, and if you want to learn more about how the return and refund process works and how much you get reimbursed, I have a detailed video that goes over this, and I'll link to that video in the description below. And 3 pro tips on how I massively lowered my customer return rate is to actually have a product inspection done when your products are manufactured so that you can ensure only the best quality products are leaving your manufacturer. Make sure your product is packaged well so it doesn't get damaged during shipping. And make sure you clearly communicate what your product is and what it can and cannot do in your product listing so that your customers know exactly what they're buying and that there's no confusion or misunderstanding about what they're buying. Now, Amazon will charge you prep fees if you send in products that are improperly prepped or require Amazon to do final prep for you. For example, if you improperly label your products, or instead of having your manufacturer put the barcode label on your products for you, Amazon can put the labels on your products, but Amazon's going to charge you a labeling fee of 55 cents per unit. So that can add up pretty quick. Having your manufacturer do it will almost always be much cheaper. Also, if you need Amazon to do other prep services such as bubble wrapping or bagging, you can see what the fees are here. Now, keep in mind, you need to be on top of properly prepping your inventory that you're shipping to Amazon. Amazon has specific guidelines that you need to follow to ship your inventory to Amazon. If you don't follow these guidelines and Amazon has to fix your shipment, Amazon will charge you unplanned service fees. As you can see here, if your products show up with no labels, Amazon will charge you 20 cents per unit on top of the labeling fee. And if you keep sending in products without labels, the unplanned service fee will increase to 40 cents per unit. And if you continue to send in improperly prepped shipments, you can lose your inbound shipping privileges altogether. And last, a fee that surprises so many beginners because it always ends up being a huge, unexpected amount, and that's the inventory placement fee. This is the option that you can turn on so that when you ship your inventory to Amazon, instead of sometimes splitting up your shipment to several different warehouses, Amazon will let you ship all of your inventory to one warehouse. Beginners often try to save money on shipping by turning this option on so that they can ship their entire inventory to one Amazon warehouse to save money on shipping. But turning on this option isn't free. If you navigate to Settings, Fulfillment by Amazon, on Inbound Settings, click on Edit, you can see that if you turn on the Inventory Placement Service option, a per unit service fee applies. As you can see here, the fee starts at 30 cents per unit. So if you're sending in 1,000 units, that's a $300 fee. So now that you know, do the math beforehand to see if using this option will actually save you any money. All right, and speaking of saving money, let's talk about some ways that you can save on these fees. Well, I already mentioned a few strategies, such as starting with the individual seller plan so that you don't have to pay the $39.99 monthly fee until you're ready to upgrade to the professional plan. What I suggest is to wait until your first batch of inventory is done manufacturing and you're nearly ready to launch your product, then upgrade to the professional plan so that you have access to all of the features, including the coupons, promotions, and PPC, because you're going to need these to do your product launch. In fact, if you want to learn more about how to do a product launch and how to start selling on Amazon, I'll leave a link to a free course playlist in the description below. I also mentioned how you can lower your referral fees by taking advantage of the brand referral bonus program. You can also lower your fulfillment fee by selling products that qualify for the small and light program. Basically, if the sale price is less than $12, weighs under 3 pounds, and smaller than these dimensions here, the fulfillment fees are drastically reduced compared to the standard fulfillment fees. And speaking of the product's size and weight, being aware of what tier your products fall under can save you a ton of money in fees too. For example, one of my products was originally 18 inches long on one side, which put it in the large standard size tier. I was able to repackage the item into a smaller box so that it fit in the small standard tier, which drastically lowered my fulfillment fees, but didn't alter the quality of the final product. And while we're on the topic of the product's size and weight, sometimes Amazon will place your product in the wrong tier and mistakenly charge you the wrong fee for your product. And this oftentimes goes unnoticed. That's why it's super important to double check your fees when you ship your products to Amazon to verify that you're being charged the right amount. If you find a discrepancy, you can request Amazon to remeasure and reweigh your product to verify the tier that it should fall under, and then get a reimbursement for the fees that you were overcharged. And remember, you can avoid paying long-term storage fees by properly doing inventory management and removing any unfulfillable units from Amazon's warehouse. The long-term storage rate is astronomical, so you want to avoid having to pay that at all costs. And finally, a pro tip to save a ton of money selling on Amazon, and is how I get to travel for free and reap a ton of rewards for not doing anything extra, and that's paying for your Amazon balance with a rewards credit card. Normally, by default, any money that you owe Amazon, such as your seller account plan, monthly fee, or pay-per-click expenses, they get deducted from the revenue from your sales. However, instead of doing that, you can change this behavior and instead have Amazon charge your rewards credit card and earn rewards points or air miles. For not doing anything extra, you can now travel for free or earn other rewards. You can change this setting in Seller Central, Account Info, Charge Methods, and adding your rewards card here, and then under Charge Methods for advertising, set it to use the credit card on file. If you're wondering which rewards cards to use and which ones that I recommend, I'll leave a link to these cards in the video description below. And again, if you want to learn more about selling on Amazon and connect with me, join my Amazon Facebook group. Over 30,000 people already have. There's a link right over here.